Have you ever tried to set up a server and run into issues with CORS? It can be really frustrating, right? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today, we're going to tackle how to allow CORS with Node.js without using Express. I totally get it. You follow the instructions, but something just doesn't work as expected. You're not alone in this. Many developers face similar challenges when dealing with CORS. Here's the specific situation we're looking at. One user recently asked, "Why am I getting a 405 error when trying to set up CORS in Node.js?" They tried using a code snippet, but ran into issues with functions not working as expected. Sound familiar? Let's dig into this together and find a solution. So what could be causing this? CORS issues often arise from misconfigured headers or incorrect server setup. We'll break it down step by step so you can figure out what's going wrong. And don't go anywhere. I've got a crucial tip at the end that will help you avoid CORS issues in the future. To allow cross-origin resource sharing, or CORS, in a Node.js application without using Express, the user should start by creating an HTTP server using the built-in HTTP module. Next, the user needs to set the appropriate CORS headers in the server's request handler. This will allow the server to accept requests from different origins. After setting the headers, the user should handle pre-flight requests. This is done by checking if the request method is options and responding accordingly. Finally, the user should start the server and listen on a specified port. This will make the server ready to accept incoming requests. Fun fact, CORS stands for Cross-Origin Resource Sharing, and it was introduced to help secure web applications. It's like a bouncer for your server. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. This user points out that if you're not using Express, you shouldn't try to use its middleware features. They explain that the create server method does not support the use function, which is specific to Express. Instead, they suggest finding alternative methods to handle CORS without relying on the CORS module. Now, let's see a response from a different user. An alternative approach to handling CORS in Node.js without Express is to set the necessary headers directly in your response. You can use the setHeader method to allow requests from any origin and specify the allowed methods. That's it for that response. Let's explore another one. This user points out that the issue arises from making a not-so-simple request, which requires handling a pre-flight request. This pre-flight request is an HTTP options request that checks if the server permits the actual request. The server must respond correctly to this method and validate the HTTP method and headers being requested. Here's the crucial tip I promised. Always test your server with tools like Postman to ensure your CORS headers are working correctly. This can save you a lot of headaches. And there you have it. You should now be able to set up CORS in Node.js without any issues. Remember, proper header configuration is key. If you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button for more tips. And don't miss our bonus content on advanced CORS configurations.